Hey, it's Coach Nick here. We're going to talk to you a little bit about the Bulgarian split squat, a little bit of a tweak, how to kind of save your lower back. This is a big exercise these days, especially with some of the things that Coach Mike Boyle's been talking about. He calls the exercise the rear foot elevated split squat, Bulgarian split squat, single leg squat with foot on bench, whatever you call it, it's the same exercise. But here's what we really want to get into. Everybody knows this is a good exercise, so I don't need to really cover that. What we want to look here is the low back. Anytime I lift my leg up, I'm going into hip extension. If I go into hip extension, I have to have good extensibility of my hip flexors. Otherwise, instead of getting hip extension, I'm going to get anterior pelvic tilt, which creates lumbar extension. Okay? Now, a little bit of lumbar extension is okay. But if you have maybe a facet issue, some sort of discompression and whatnot, as I go down and increase that stretch, it may actually get worse. So what I would tell you is just when you're training with this exercise, whether it be with the athletes or clients or yourself, if you feel it in your lower back, if it feels like it's compressing, try stretching your hip flexors first. The other thing that you would try to do is find a bench that's lower. Okay, so find maybe a Reebok step that may be so-and-so high, because the lower I can put my foot, if my foot is, let's say, on something that high, it doesn't give me as much hip extension, so I don't need to have as much flexibility here to still get the same exercise done. Worst comes to worst, you just skip the bench altogether, and you just do a good old-fashioned split squat. So just keep it on the lower back, make sure that they can keep a fairly neutral pelvis, and as they go down, your athletes don't look like that. If that happens, stretch your hip flexors or try lowering the foot position. Use something